like you really want to? Can you love me like you do your hustle? Can you feed me past the food and grubbing? Can you clean me like it's church on Sunday? In the tubbing, scrub a dubbing, clean the fountain, make a wish and throw 100. I might just blow it. Your heat ain't warming, your mountain's warm.
That's exactly how I feel. Cause I don't know, for a while I've been feeling like untouchable, almost invincible in a sense. No, I mean, maybe.
Just a little teary.
Yeah, some people, like one of my mentors from my past told me about like how our ancestors lived through our current bodies. And so there was like a reason why I'm like always crying. It's like his ancestors constantly crying through you or some shit like that. And I'm like, that's probably real because I'm an emotional ass bitch. Like
Miss Triple Scorpio?
A double Scorpio, but I got a lot of Scorpio in me.
Like I think like my
Venus.
Yeah, it's triple.
Oh, my love is.
Oh, and your descendant.
And my Mars too.
Oh God, fuck.
I'm beautiful, right? So are you. Where's your zodiac?
I'm a Libra.
Ooh, balanced.
But I have.
Y'all fuck great.
Are we recording right now?
We are. it's just way easier for sound. I'm gonna move this right here because I feel like we're gonna be loud. And we ain't got no liquor, so it's gonna be fun. Y'all do. Well, okay, so my ex-boyfriend was a Leo, and he used to like spit in my mouth and like all that shit and like slap me and stuff like that. Like consensually, of course.
He was a Leo.
He was a Libra.
Oh, Libra.
You're a Libra, right?
Yeah, I thought you just said Leo.
Well, I love them too.
My mom's a Leo. I had a lot of it. My grandmother's a Leo. One of my best friends has the same birthday as my mom. Mm-hmm. Leo. My first girlfriend was a Leo.
Really? I wanted to ask you that. Like, see, that's also something I'm learning too. Can I just be very real and candid?
Yes, it's me.
I don't really think I know the difference between like gender and sex and identity.
Okay. I mean, like, it's nuanced. It's fucking complicated.
So if I ask you like how you identify,
I identify for the most part as a cis woman. I think
so that doesn't play into like
that's
the
not
type
my
of people. Okay.
Right. That's just my gender. That's my gender identity.
Can you teach me?
Okay. So sex is your biology, like what's going on. So that's why when you hear the
what
term
you're quote unquote born with.
Right. So when you hear the term intersex, those are people who don't fit into the category of the standard male or female biology, right? So that's that level. Then there's gender, which is, does your identity align with your sex or not?
Okay.
So if you're transgender, you identify in terms of your gender differently than the gender you were assigned at birth based on your sex, your genitals, right?
Okay.
Which is, gender is not just contingent upon the physical, right?
Right.
It's literally.
That's what I get.
Right.
That's how I understand, because like I'm like a gender queer, like gender fluid woman, and I use she, her, they, them pronouns, but I don't particularly identify with the specific binary.
Okay, yeah, that makes
and I
sense.
don't really know how to like word that for people or for like
that
check boxes.
Very succinct to me.
I appreciate that, but something I'm learning also is that I just have to ask questions.
Yeah.
But as like a podcast host or interviewer,
I mean, there's a fluidity that I feel. I don't always necessarily feel connected to my female body. And I definitely don't feel connected to a lot of the constructs that are set up around the gender binary. Mm-hmm. But I have issues with dissociating from my body anyway. Mm-hmm. It's just like a larger prevailing thing.
Right, it's a larger picture. Yeah.
Right. I do feel very connected to my womanhood in terms of like a political choice, I think, and also my ancestry, the women in my family. And there are times where I think I lean very much into my femininity in terms of how I may externally express myself. And there are times where I don't, but I think I can lean into that and sometimes find a lot of power in that femme part of my identity. So yeah, I say that I'm cisgender because I don't have any desire to really be called anything other than she, her, and I don't feel the need to.
Oh my God, it's so much to it.
Do anything to my body, to like my body for the most part, I guess, represents how I feel about my gender. It's not something I have to really think about.
I feel that I really do love my body too, and I really do appreciate the womanhood and the womanness of my body.
Right.
But I feel like my personality and also just like the past account of like my mental track history is like way beyond a female.
Sure.
It's like.
But I think that's true for all of us,
Oh.
which is why I think the construct of what gender is supposed to look like is really, it's been oversimplified. I think it's really complicated.
I think that's where where it's like kind of like strangling me a little bit, because I thought, I assume, because I'm in like these communities and I participate in safe space rules and all that, you know, it's very, at least the knowledge that I have is very organized. You know, it's very specific do's and don'ts, yeses and nos that I should abide by. But I think I'm starting to realize that
it's different for everyone.
It's a lot of stuff I don't really know about it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of scaring me, but I'm letting it be like a pivotal moment of learning, but also like trying to train myself and teach myself how to communicate what I don't know effectively.
I wouldn't say be scared, and I would say, yeah, just knowing that it's going to be different for everyone. You know, I think that's just it. Like, identity is so personalized. Like, yes, there are going to be larger, generalized things that, you know, we relate to, or umbrellas that we, you know, are under, or whatever, like being under the queer umbrella. But there's so much shit under that umbrella.
Yeah. The plethora. Well, okay. Plethora, yes. So wait, where does like preference and all that come into? Because
that's your sexual identity, your sexual orientation. That's not your gender identity, right? They're different.
They are different. But when you said it like that.
So you're asking what's my sexual preference?
And when I ask what's your sexual preference, am I asking what's your sexual identity?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm really trying. I swear to God, I'm really trying to learn. I am not trying to be
my
funny.
sexual orientation, my sexual identity, my sexual.
So is like your sexual identity different from like your gender identity?
Yes.
Oh.
I've heard some trans people say like, you know, like gender is who you go to bed as, sexuality is who you go to bed with, right?
Oh.
A very succinct
You
way.
know what? I love little things like that because I'm a music learner, so it's like really easy for me to like memorize shit with like music or songs or idioms.
Sayings, yeah. That's what I heard.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I think simple, like breaks it down to the most.
Yeah, at least
level.
for me,
right.
for like and understanding that like I won't take that and run with that and apply that to like every person that I'm introduced, but like, and as a general thought, like as a general like seed to plant, it's like okay, I can like branch out my different thoughts from that. So what is your identity? Because I know what it is when you're off of wine.
Off of wine?
Yes. Were you not off of wine that night?
I was totally sober. I don't drink.
Whoa, that was. Oh, there's a segment called "What's Your Thought Juice?" Da-da-da. And we don't have none of your thought juice today.
I guess I don't have a thought juice.
A thought juice. Yeah.
Thought juice.
It got a pop.
I ain't got a thought juice.
Okay, so like if you had like so like what are you drinking if like you're like planning like a bath for yourself?
Tea.
Okay, what type of tea?
Probably detox tea, just because.
Oh, you nasty.
Yeah, I just deal with a lot of inflammation, so. But in terms of the tea, I really enjoy. I like jasmine.
Oh, you sexy.
Oh, I'm sexy.
Yes, jasmine tea is sexy. And chamomile.
Yeah, I tend to like teas that aren't super. I don't like really fruity teas.
Okay.
I like more warm, like either like a spice.
Like a chai?
But still with the sweetness.
I feel that.
Or I can do like a floral you know.
Are you doing honey or sugar or agave?
Honey, oh God, who the fuck is putting sugar in tea?
I will if I have to.
No.
If I have
I'd rather just have it plain than put
to.
sugar in it.
That's just water and like just like
and herbs and some tea leaves and some water. Yeah, but no, I usually put honey in my tea and a little lemon.
Okay.
But if it with the chai, I do like a coconut milk or something.
Chai tea latte.
Yeah.
I love making those at home. So I guess.
But to answer your question, I'm gay. Just
really?
Like, just simple to put it.
So you don't date men?
No, I have no interest in dating.
I really was thinking that. I was thinking down the train. I was like,
yeah, I'm a lesbian.
That's hot.
Is it?
It is, because I didn't know that. I just assumed that like we just had a vibe, and I'm just like,
no, sweetie, no.
Oh no, it's not
You're
just
not
you.
an exception. You're the rule.
You just turned me to a Paramore song.
It's not you.
No.
It's actually me. No, but yeah, I mean, I think. I'll say queer because you know, it's a term that I think.
But that's very straightforward.
It allows for the fluidity and the possibility. I was just talking about this with the date I was just on.
Yeah, I want to get to that too.
You know, I asked her how she identified, and she said queer, and what she was describing to me kind of sounded along the lines of like pansexual or something like that.
Very like thoughtful,
like
personality.
the vibe.
Yeah.
Like, do I vibe with you? And she was saying physical attraction is kind of last on the list.
Really?
And that she had never really experienced like lust, like just like a like that feeling. I was like, oh no,
I literally just thought of
I've
fucking.
experienced that, and it's only been with women.
Have you ever seen Coming to America?
Yes.
You know what Arsenio.
Have I seen? Am I a black woman living in Chicago?
You are like a very.
Yes, I have seen Coming to America.
Yeah, I was just imagining Arsenio Hall, like whispering into Arsenio's Hall ear, like, and I wanted to. yes.
Oh my God, that scene is such.
I'm like, that's the lust she's wanting.
Oh my God.
Or they're wanting.
Yeah, but no. I was saying to her, there have been guys that I felt really connected to and that I loved and even fell in love with, and that made me want to be physically intimate with them.
Okay.
So I think I have the propensity for that. But
propensity.
Yeah. You are so funny.
She's so fucking smart.
I think it's there, but
what's propensity? Like the wait, like let me use context clues. Like the oh no, I had it. Like you have capacity?
Yeah, capacity or tendency, ability, possibility, all of those things. It's there. But it's not something that happens very often.
It's not like rumbling.
And I don't think I've ever looked at a man and just felt
I want your dick.
No.
Repulsive.
It's not. I sucked a dick once. It was my friend. He really had a crush on me.
Oh, that's adorbs. You sucked your dick's friend because he had a crush on you?
I sucked my dick's friend.
Well,
that's what you just said.
That's what I was doing.
I sucked my dick. Yeah, no, I don't know. It was college. Me and my friends used to just
what college you go to?
Fool around all the time. New England Conservatory in Boston.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Foggy out there much, right? Maybe I'm just thinking because it's England. Maybe. No,
baby, it's in Boston.
Oh, where they like lose their khakis and their khakis.
Yes.
New
England Conservatory.
I'm so fucking corny.
Yeah. No, but
So you be strapping bitches?
What?
You be strapping bitches?
I don't really have a sex life. I've never been in a serious relationship
that like had like consistent ongoing intimacy.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had a relationship in my adulthood.
Do you think it's because like you just be so busy? Like
that's part of it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Life has just not been kind to me in that area, honestly.
Do you want that?
I do, and I'm opening myself up to it now. went through a situation that was very fucking crazy with this. We don't even have enough time. How long is this podcast?
It's however long you want. This is like an hour and 15 seconds.
We don't have enough time.
Okay.
We would need hours, and you would need a bottle of wine for me to
I've actually drank like half a bottle of pink Moscato. So.
You would need.
And I found a LaCroix. So today, my thought juice is lime LaCroix. We're sponsored by LaCroix today. We're not sponsored by LaCroix. Now that I put sponsorships on my shit, we are not sponsored by LaCroix. This is courtesy of YCA.
Yes.
So,
but I ended a situation that it was never really a relationship, but I thought it maybe could be, but it just never was. It was just tumultuous and fucking crazy, and so I ended that like a month ago, and that's been really hard. But and I was totally. I mean, I still am in love with her, and I think always will be, on some level.
I was very honest and very vulnerable with you, and I really applaud that.
Yeah, but it's some shit that it didn't even. Every time I tried to describe what it was, even when we tried to talk about what was going on, I was just like, I don't know what this is. This,
there was no clairvoyance.
Right, clairvoyance
or clarity.
Clarity.
Sorry. I was thinking about somebody who was clairvoyant.
I mean, there was a spiritual connection for sure, but that was just it. It was like, I love you so deeply, and it doesn't fit into any category.
Okay. Would you put them in your whole list and
my whole list?
Your whole list.
What the fuck is a
whole? Are they one of your hojies? They're OG.
What?
Hoe. An OG hoe. I just most recently just named one of mine today. He's one of my hojies.
What does that mean?
This someone it doesn't matter what you get into, how much you move around. It's every time that y'all rekindle, it's y'all never skip a beat. Y'all are always consistently there for each other, and you have no problem diving into anything with them, whether it be intimate or emotional or whatever, because they've been there for a while.
It was complicated with her.
Thank you. What do you like me to do?
What kind of fly is this? It's moving like a bee.
I just knocked the fuck out of it, so hopefully it's gone.
Go, leave. Okay. She and I could talk about anything, and we would talk for hours. She doesn't live here.
Okay.
In this country.
Oh, you
met
international.
Yeah, we met in the.
You got an international boy.
At an international music program.
Oh.
6 years ago.
You're fancy.
There was a lot of intimacy and closeness, but then there was also she was guarded about certain things, and I think. I don't know. It's just it's hard to really unpack. It was it was the most, and probably will be. I hope I'm never in anything this fucking complicated ever again. It was the most complicated, layered, nuanced exchange or dynamic that I've ever experienced with another human being.
But you consider yourself having a good date today, though?
Yes.
Okay.
That was nice.
It was nice?
It was really nice.
Where y'all go?
I took her...
did you ask her out?
I mean, we kind of asked each other out.
So did y'all go Dutch if y'all asked each other out?
No.
You nice.
How could we go Dutch if we're both women?
What you mean? We both split it.
I thought going Dutch is when the woman pays.
No, going Dutch means you split it. I thought.
You might be right.
I thought because dudes at that, so you want to go Dutch. Well, if a dude asks a woman, do you want to go Dutch? That means do you want to pay for your half and I'll pay for mine.
Oh.
But I just have a rule, if I ask you out, I have to pay. But if you ask me, you gotta pay. Unless you ain't got it like that.
No, we just mutually decided to meet and link. We matched on Tinder. I've been on Tinder for a month.
Are you Tinder shopping?
You
Tinder shopping?
The woman I ended things with, she told me...
Why you ain't pop up on my Tinder? I just been getting white dudes from Michigan on my Tinder.
We don't need to fucking match on Tinder. We have matched in real life.
Oh, that's true.
I know you.
That's true.
You have my number.
I didn't think about it like that. I'm sorry. You're right.
Oh
You're right.
Just text me if you want to go
But you
out.
have another date on Sunday.
I do. Yeah.
You ready for that one?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm moving too fast. Where y'all going to eat on this date?
Oh, have you been to Tarbouche?
Tarbouche?
It's a Mediterranean, Middle Eastern kind of. It's good.
That's fancy. I'm gonna start a new podcast asking random people.
It's not that fancy.
What's the last date you've been on?
It's not that fancy. It's good. It's like a good in between. It's not a hole in the wall, but it's not like.
It's like low key intimate.
Yeah, it was just.
I got
chill.
you. Okay, but y'all had good conversation.
Yeah, really good. She's interesting. She's an interesting person. Actually, with Tinder, I typically don't just click on someone who doesn't have more than one photo, who doesn't have any information on, who, like, if it's just one photo and there's nothing
I literally
else.
have one.
Yeah.
I literally have one picture.
I'll be like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? But like, there was something about her photo and her eyes. I was like, oh no, this is an interesting person. And we had a great conversation just right away, and she was like, I'm surprised about how great this conversation is. I wasn't expecting
that's really nice.
this to be so great.
Was she aware of like your music and like who you were?
No, I don't think she knew who I was, but I have matched with people who know who I am, which is weird.
Is that weird? I was just gonna say that.
But no, she didn't. She did not know who I was.
So this date on Sunday,
Yes.
what's the plan? Is it with a different person?
Yeah, we're gonna meet downtown at a little coffee place and then like go for a walk. And that's a different person.
I hate those types of dates.
Going for a walk?
Yes.
Why?
Bitch, I don't want to have a movie scene with you right now. I don't even know you like that.
But you have the conversation and if
Man,
it's
fuck
good,
the conversation. I want the food, the dark lighting, the drinks, and
no, I want to like.
That's just, I mean,
Well,
that's
I
my
wanna
mentality
s-
about dudes. I mean, then again, I only take dates from dudes just so that
what is your sexuality?
I love everybody. I love everybody as long as you clean, safe, and you love yourself and take care of yourself.
Have you dated a girl?
Yes.
How was that? Just one?
I've dated a few women before. Would I call them necessarily relationships? No. But we was fucking with each other long enough for motherfuckers to be like, y'all fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like,
Gotcha.
y'all fucking.
So it was yes. It was never really a full-fledged relationship like you guys were.
It wasn't. I feel like maybe like the first woman I probably dated, it was weird.
How
like,
old are you?
22. I'm gonna be 23 this year.
You're a baby.
I am such a baby doll.
You were born in 96?
I was born in 96.
Yeah, so we wouldn't have been in school at the same time.
No. I mean, I was very queer in high school because I was
been a freshman when I had been a freshman in college. I would have just missed you.
my first I always hung up with upperclassmen. So like my first boyfriend in high school, like we only dated for like a year together in high school, and then he went to college. But I was very queer in high school, like very flirtatious with women, which is why I never got into any fights or anything like that. But I definitely started seeing people be like, oh, you want you buy this, that, and the third. And I'm like, maybe, I don't fucking know. Like, just leave me alone.
Right.
She likes me. Like, just let it go. All right, so I want to know about this wet dream that you had about me. So,
Oh my God.
that's high because I had a wet dream most recently too. I thought that we could share wet dreams with each
But it
other.
wasn't about me.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah, that's really how my dreams work.
What
My-
the fuck?
Yeah.
It either happened in the dream or it didn't.
Did I have a wet dream about you already?
Yeah.
Or no? But
Oh,
can
you
I?
could.
Yeah,
You
very
just-
easily.
You have what?
I could probably have one tonight. I'm dead ass
You're
serious.
having one right now.
Possibly.
No, you
That's
won't.
okay. Affirmative. I'm just trying to use big words because
Stop. I don't.
No, it's really fun.
Do it on, I'm
It's
not like,
chal-
let me use a big word.
I
right
know
now.
I like it because it's challenging for me.
just-
I want to enhance my lexicon.
Yes. Well, you should do it.
Thanks.
You're the
Thank
perfect
you.
You are already quite a
This
loquacious
slide
person.
is Thank you. Loquacious?
Loquacious.
While I'm drinking my LaCroix.
Yes, that's how you pronounce it too.
Oh, I was gonna call that shit LaCroix.
Everyone calls it LaCroix, but it's LaCroix.
LaCroix sounds like a shoe brand.
It's French. LaCroix.
You speak any other language?
Yo estudiaba español para 6 años en la escuela.
I guess that's Spanish.
But I don't speak it fluently. I got to the point where if I kept going, if I studied for like another couple years and then gone somewhere that was a fluent speaking country, I would probably be fluent. Because I did Spanish for 6 years straight.
That's dope.
I did a little ein bisschen Deutsch, German, in college. And that was for like a year and a half, and then I've sung in different languages my whole life.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Since, childhood, we were singing in all kinds of shit, different. Yeah, like Swedish, French, Italian, Swahili.
Are you from Chicago?
I am, born and raised.
Oh, what side of Chicago are you from?
I grew up primarily on the north side.
Okay.
And
like uptownish?
Yeah, more like Edgewater and Edgeville, right into
north.
And I live like right on the border of Edgewater and Rogers Park right now.
What's that, Gold Coast?
Maybe Gold Coast is near downtown.
Oh, sorry. I don't live up north. I live out south, over east with it.
Oh, you on the east side? You South Shore?
I'm South Shore.
Yeah.
So I live on the gentrified part. It's so gentrified.
Really? South Shore's got some
so
hood ass.
crazy.
Well, South Shore's history has always been.
It's Terrortown.
Yeah.
But,
crust.
the vegan soul food and the loose squares. How can you beat that? How can you beat that?
But yeah, I also spent some time in the south suburbs and shit.
Okay.
So like but primarily raised in the city of Chicago, born here. Spent most of my life here.
That's good. So you want to tell me about this dream? In case you can't tell, I like hearing about myself.
It was like 2 or 3 months ago now, Iman.
So you don't remember? You were supposed to specifically write it down.
We were fucking in it. I don't know. That's what was happening.
That's hot. But like, what was we doing? Like, was we like scissoring? Was we like?
I think we were standing and I had you like hoisted up on something.
On a strap on?
No. What is it with you? Because
do
you want to be strapped?
Here's my thing.
Do you have a strap?
I do not have a strap. I have a bunch of other shit, but I do not have a strap. Let me tell you about my story with a strap. I dated someone who has strapped me before. We didn't really date. We was just fucking, I think. And then her ex started to want to fuck me. Anyway, that's another story. But she strapped me. And it kind of freaks me out a little bit because, granted, head was supreme, but like she strapped me in like a really, really dark room, and then like she would like whisper in my ear casually, like, "Do you want to feel how wet I am?" Like as she's strapping me, and I was like,
"How am I being digged down?"
I was like,
and you got a pussy.
I was literally like just like mindset. I was just like, and also like the strap on. It was just, I don't know. It was just not my thing. I feel like it really could be if I really had that.
I've never experienced that
interaction.
I've never given it. I've never received it.
Do you have like any interest to take any form of dick or penis?
Oh, like I enjoy penetration.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I'm not opposed to it. I couldn't do it. I don't understand how girls do that shit.
Consistently.
Or how anyone does it for like 45 minutes straight, an hour. So like, how are you taking that for?
Love it.
I like it literally in spurts, like for like a minute, and then
so like you'd be cool with just fingering,
and then back to the clit, and then like do that for like fucking 30 or 45 minutes, and then like again. I like to have a clitoral orgasm, and then penetrate right after.
I have clitoral orgasms too. It wasn't until this year, most recently, that I just started like coming on a dick, but I still have to like come like clitorally.
Yeah, I mean that's how you're having it. Like even the way it's being stimulated when you're being penetrated is just internally.
But also, so here's my thing. There are times it's like I'll be penetrated, but I won't come. But or orgasm, shall I say? But it just feels so good where I feel like I don't need to come.
Oh, absolutely. I think sex, just like everything in our society, focuses too much on the goal, the product, the end result, rather than the process.
Preach.
You know, sex doesn't have to be
exactly what's that happening.
Goal.
Yes.
I don't think sex is about coming. It would be great too if you're fucking someone.
I don't know. My ex-boyfriend kind of spoiled me with that shit. I was coming like every single time we fucked. Like, but then again, I was making myself come. But we had such a strong intimacy there. Yeah. It was like I was fully able to come.
And so much of that is psychological too. If you're so into a person, just even if they're not touching you in a way that's like that spectacular, their touch is going to feel, you know, so amazing because it's them.
Do you, well, since you don't remember this wet dream,
I'm sorry.
Boom, it's okay.
I mean, we can just...
It's okay.
We can recreate it in real life.
Period. But, like, okay, so, like, are you into...
Period. I teach high schoolers. I just started teaching at the Chicago High School.
How do you like that?
It's fun, and they literally, like...
What do they call you, Miss Seymour?
I let them call me either Miss Seymour or Miss Akenya. I don't like Miss Seymour. I don't...
It's too, like, Little Shop of Horrors.
Who the fuck? Who's Miss Seymour?
Miss Seymour. It sounds very like magic school, but like
Miss Akenya has.
Miss Akenya has a very nice ring to it. Do you be singing to them?
I mean, I teach music classes.
Oh, duh.
So yeah, I teach a choir. So yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I teach theory and a cappella choir. So
that's really dope.
But yeah, I think it's just funny. They always say period after everything, and then they do this thing. They go, and that's period. Like, on the first day, I was like, you know, you can call me Miss Akenya, Miss Seymour, whatever you want to call me.
I heard that bitch in my ear.
I remember the first day I was like, you know, you can refer to me as Miss Akenya, Miss Seymour. I don't really care as long as you address me with respect.
Right.
And one of my students was like, and that's period.
And that's period. That's actually very fluid and actually works a lot.
Oh, it's so funny.
So, I'm nervous about this fly. I'm sorry. But I feel like
I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I feel like I swatted it away somewhere. Hopefully that's the gist. Huh?
He decided to leave us alone.
I really hope. And that's period.
And that's period. And that's period.
So like what? Okay. Now I know exactly what I was gonna ask you because you had mentioned something about like just like touching on forms of intimacy. Yeah. Do you have like any fantasies for yourself?
Fantasies?
Yeah.
In regards to what?
Like yourself, like sexually, intimately. Like what's like
having really great sex with someone I'm in love with. I think that's my fantasy.
Yeah, but like, what's the scene look like? Like, what does it look like to you? You wanna know my fantasy? I feel like I should get this trademarked at this point. Okay.
Do you say this in every episode?
I don't, but a lot of people know about this, so that when they get to the episode, they be like, I already know exactly what the fuck you finna say.
You're so cute.
Thank you.
It's your little.
My buns, they turned out so good today.
Minnie Mouse.
Right. I feel like I am actually a pussy.
And the edges are laid. You feel like a pussy. What?
I don't know. I've been in a mood to eat ass lately though.
What are you? You are so insane.
And I am like,
what the fuck are you even talking about
I just realized that like I have like, someone said, you have no filter, but you are the most compassionate person in the world.
You definitely don't have a filter.
I don't. But
when I first met you, you were talking about golden showers. I'm like, this girl.
Yeah, I'm definitely not into golden showers, but someone has definitely peed on you before.
What's his name?
It was
R. Kelly.
Whoa! Whoa!
I wanna piss on you.
Whoa!
Pee on you. Trip, trip. Are you too young for that reference?
I'm not, but I'm also debating, do I cut that out? Do I leave that in?
What? He pees on girls. We know this.
Little girls, right?
Yes.
Okay, but I don't even know if I want to go there.
He has always just emanated I'm like,
but I think also during that time,
so
like
clearly disgusting.
Now, to me now,
always.
No, but I know that. But what I'm saying is like to me now.
I'm also gay as hell.
That's why I'm like also at this point where I'm like, do I even like put this in here? Because like, of course we all know better, but
I don't
There was at one point in time where I fucking loved him, but I've just been so hush hush about it for the respect of society and all and women and shit like
but
that.
I don't think. I mean, the man's famous. He clearly had a base, you know, and I don't think his base are only the people who are still a part of his fan base. Lots of people were fans of him.
Right.
I mean, we from Chicago. Like, who don't own that fucking, what's that shit?
Chocolate Factory.
Chocolate Factory and the TP2 or whatever that shit was called. What was that shit? He's in all white with the glasses. That's the shit feeling on your booty. That's the shit that shit is on.
Oh, we are not
Fiesta.
Alright, we good. We good on the Kanye references. I mean, well, not the Kanye, the R. Kelly references, but without that, since you got me all discombobby mode. Look, here all I was saying about Golden Shower.
He's trash. He's trash.
Yeah, we do not co-sign him over here.
Y'all are gonna fucking cancel me if you want to.
Oh, I love that attitude. Yeah.
TP2.com. TP-2 12 play. Oh, yep, that's the one.
What the
Girl, this shit used to. I wish, Fiesta, a woman's threat, feeling on your booty. This shit.
A woman's threat? I thought it was a woman's word.
My man, my this, my that. Nigga, please. You know, he was like singing from the point of view of a woman.
Oh.
He was like fed up.
Man, if only he wasn't problematic.
The irony.
I think if only he wasn't problematic, I think that would be great for a Persona Pawn workshop.
Yeah.
But alas, we don't fucks with him. I don't fuck with him. But anyway,
I'll say this too. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in cancel culture.
As much as I want to say I don't believe in cancel culture, I don't believe it's healthy.
I don't believe in condoning a person's actions. I don't believe in, because you're a fan of someone's work, that they don't have to take accountability for things they've done. I definitely am a firm believer in justice, you know, whether that's some kind of restorative justice, or whatever that process looks like, you know. But I also don't believe acting like a person never existed, and that whatever contributions to society they, you know, have given, even if they're positive, when they are indeed a piece of shit person, right. Just act like it never happened. You know what I mean? I think that also looks different though than continuing to support them and monetize them. You know what I mean? Like paying for his music and going to his concerts. But the shit that I already own, like, am I gonna delete it or throw it in the trash? I already heard it. It's already influenced me. You know,
I definitely deleted his music.
I think it's a nuanced conversation. I think people aren't.
I'm glad I'm actually having it with somebody.
I think people aren't willing to have that conversation in a nuanced way because we want to say this person has committed a heinous crime, especially when it comes to victims who, you know, have been silenced for so long. We want to say, well, now it's the time for those victims to get justice, and we need to hold this person accountable. And I think that's right on the money. But I just think it's I don't think we actually know what the solution is. I think we're trying to figure out what it is. I think some people are like just running away with cancel culture because it's become it's become what's popularized. Hashtag cancel so-and-so, hashtag whatever, you know what I mean? I think it's more nuanced than that. I think all of us, I think actually the reason why we're not willing, or we don't really know how to sit with those uncomfortable truths, is it has a lot to do with us. You know, what are we willing to accept or tolerate within ourselves? How do we hold those dualities, not only of other people, but in ourselves, in terms of the capacity of what great evil that we are capable of, as well as great love, you know. And I think it's hard. Humans are complicated. I still think that he has consistently proven that he's trash. Yeah, I was like, he doesn't seem interested in redeeming himself at all. But also, he literally fits the profile for like a straight up malignant narcissist. So like those people by default can't really feel empathy.
For me, it was very easy for me to like let him go, dismiss him, you know.
Oh yeah,
his music, when
someone like Michael Jackson,
look,
Bill Cosby.
I mean,
It's hard.
I've actually never had these conversations with nobody.
It's nuanced. It's hard.
It is.
And you know, I'm saying this, and I don't listen to R. Kelly's music anymore.
Right.
And I haven't been able to watch The Cosby Show.
Right.
I'm struggling with it in myself while also.
Wait, so that means that we canceled The Cosby Show? What about A Different World? He's not on A Different World.
He produced it though.
But he's not on there, and Jasmine Guy is my mother, so and I am Cree Summers' niece.
What about Lil Bill?
Fuck Lil Bill.
I fucking love that show.
Look, I fucked with Caillou way more than I fucked with Lil Bill. They was both
bald?
Both bald. They was both some bald-headed babies.
I don't know. I just think that we actually don't have the answers, and we need to know that we don't have the answers because this is a conversation that's come to the forefront that has been pushed under the rug for a really long time.
I really appreciate you having this conversation with me.
Yeah.
I like in your trust. Yeah. I'm glad that I'm talking to you about it, but when I was young. Now I've never seen the original problematic video of him pissing on something. I've still never seen that video to this day, and that's just.
How are you getting? I
have no interest in seeing that video.
But
personally.
how did you get access to? How old?
He had. I mean, I've been watching porn since I was like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that was like I used to see.
That's really fucked up.
Like when I first got put onto like Kim Kardashian sex tape, it's like a whole celebrity sex tape like category.
I've never watched any of that shit. I have no desire.
Yeah, I watch a lot of porn. Like I love porn. I think porn is great. I applaud porn stars. Do you know what porn stars do when they're on their period? They still fuck. Do you know how? They stuff a beauty blender up their pussy, and they still fuck. Yeah, I learned about that on the interview. Not one of mine, but
that's intense.
It really is intense.
Porn is deeply problematic. Not just the industry.
You think it's problematic? I think it's so great.
Oh, it's definitely.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is.
It's inherently. It's also incredibly desensitizing, and ingrains.
Desensitizing to what? My clit? Well, that's.
No, I mean like psychologically, like that kind of. If you're full-fledged addicted to porn and you're. Anyway, consuming that kind of imagery, it
spoils you in a sense.
It does shit. One, it creates this thing that makes sex accessible all the time, which isn't natural. I mean, you know what I mean? I've read things about people who had porn addictions who were married and expected their wives to fuck them whenever they wanted to fuck, and because
I think that's ridiculous.
Well, you never see anything in a porn where it's like, I'm not in the mood. They're always in the mood.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's fantasy. But that's fantasy porn. That's reality porn. Like, it's like, oh, no. Go away.
And then...
Leave me alone. And then they end up fucking. And I love that shit.
But that's not... That's beyond problematic in real life, is what the fuck I'm saying.
I see how that is very problematic. I had to say it out loud.
No, go away. And then he fucks her anyway. It's great.
No, that is not how it goes. But I am a fan of like...
I think it's also not healthy to like be consuming a high amount. I don't think anything in a gross amount is healthy, but I think
too much good stuff, bad stuff.
I think consuming like fucking sexualized bodies all the time. We live in a fucking pornographic society anyway. So like everything.
That's a lot of face porn. People obsessed with beauty and faces.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody want to come on everybody's face.
I mean, we're too obsessed with the body for the wrong reasons as a society, I think. Like we're very much focused on the aesthetic and how does this make me feel? Am I turned on? What are you doing for me? Oh, you're not turning me on. Oh, you're not hot. Oh, it doesn't fit into this category. Next. You know, I don't know. It's just.
Oh, you literally just described me. That's exactly how I feel. And like, I don't know. I hate to say, but like that's also kind of the reason why like guys have like also like stayed around me because like okay, you don't do it for me anymore. From what I remember, that's not what I want anymore. Like I have some sex partners who make me come, and I have some sex partners who don't make me come, but I possibly enjoy those who don't make me come more than those who I do. But also, they, like, one of my most recent sex partners, he told me, he was like, you have got to stop masturbating. He was like, you got to chill out. He was like, if you keep masturbating, it's going to make it damn near impossible for me to make you, like, come for real, for real. And I didn't think about it.
You become physically desensitized after a while if with constant stimulation.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Have you ever seen Sex in the City? Do you know when Samantha Jones' clit broke? She couldn't come.
That's hilarious.
And that can't happen to me.
It's
even though
also a
I am
television
Samantha
show.
Jones. I am Samantha Jones and Carrie Bradshaw.
No, I mean, it's just too much of any, like, if it's constantly being
But sometimes I need to sleep, or sometimes I'm bored, or sometimes...
Yes, you have a dependency on sex.
No, first of all...
You have a sex addiction.
Do I? I mean, I'm not like Black Snake Moan, like shivering on Samuel L. Jackson's
How many
leg.
times a day do you masturbate?
I can masturbate a lot in a fucking day.
What's the most?
Maybe 14?
Oh, honey. 14 times?
Yeah. That's not even a lot to me. Like 7 on some like regular shit, but like I can go back to back to back to back. Am I? That really excites me if I am.
You ever seen that movie?
Black Snake Moan?
No, Nymphomania.
Oh, no.
It's fucked up.
Oh, wait, is that the one where it's like a butterfly on the cover or something like that?
I think so, actually. Yeah.
I feel like I might have, but I don't know. I just always remember just touching myself. I just always had to touch myself.
Some people's libidos are also just higher than others. But if it's coming from a place of like, I'm tired, I'm sleepy.
Sometimes I'm depressed.
I'm bored, I'm sad. Like,
yeah.
And that's your escapism.
Literally. But it's not a problem. It's like I won't do it in fucking public, but like
I find that hard to believe, actually.
I would if I could, but honestly, it doesn't intrigue. I would if I could, but it honestly does not even intrigue me at all. Like when I be out in public, I just be like thinking like, honestly, when I'm out in public, I really just like be sizing people up.
You know, it's not. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not going to diagnose you.
It's very fun because I really do want a therapist, and you say big words, so I feel like you can understand. I mean, if I'm a nymphomaniac, that really excites me.
How often are you thinking about sex?
I think about sex all the fucking time. Like when I'm not praying.
All right, that's the end of our.
Thank you everybody for joining us for another episode. I swear to God, when I'm not praying or manifesting or talking to myself.
Are you thinking about it right now? We're talking about it right now. Were you thinking about it before we were talking about it?
I can honestly say that when, like, before you pulled up, I was definitely thinking about eating ass. Like, before I came here, I was definitely thinking about eating ass.
Yeah, you have a bit of a fixation, if nothing else.
I mean, I don't know, like... Yeah, when I was in a relationship, it was easy because it was like, I understand, you know, your body is yours, my body is mine, but that was mine. You feel me? It was like, it was fucking mine, all right? But it was his, you know what I'm saying? But it was fucking mine. And, you know, it was at my disposal. I'm like, come here, gummy worm, we got work to do. Because, you know, sometimes the dick feels hard, so it's like you gotta, like, suck it to this hard, right? So you gotta give motivation, inspiration. Even when I was dating women, like, now women can keep up with me.
This is so fat. You would fall down if you knew how long it's been since I've had sex.
Really? How long has it been? Enlighten me then. That's a line from 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't even know if I want to put this on the fucking internet.
No, you made me put my past R. Kelly shit on the internet too.
Yes.
Yes? Oh, I thought you said yes. I'm like,
Yes.
I need 7 months.
Longer.
A year.
Longer.
And a half.
Longer.
0.25 more. So that's like a year and 2 quarters.
Longer.
2 years?
Longer.
3 years?
Longer.
4.
It's going on 4.
It's going on 4 years.
3.5.
Since you fucked. Fucking mean what? Like
Had another human body
on your body?
on my body.
What about your body on a human body? Mouth included, fingers included too. Maybe in toes. Some people like that. It ain't really my thing.
I made out with someone.
Did you get wet?
In March.
Did y'all like grind a little?
It was very brief. But that's not fucking.
Why are you frowning as you say it? Like
that's sex.
It's dry sex. That's bumping and grinding.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
I be craving those sessions. Those little make-out sessions.
We made out for maybe like 15, 20 minutes.
You do not sound hot about it at all.
No, it was nice, but like sex, I'm naked, you're naked.
We're sweaty.
We're fucking. Yeah, 3.5 years.
3.5 years. We gotta change that, Ken.
Well, I had a situation happen.
When you're ready, of course.
No, I had a situation happen where I was diagnosed with Lyme disease, and I read a bunch of shit that freaked me the fuck out about how it could be.
I remember you told me that at age. You actually made me go to the doctor because you had those lymph nodes on my hips. You was like, go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah. Actually, the person that I wanted to be with, who lives in Toronto, that was the last person that I really, really, really wanted to have sex with.
Right.
And the first time when I visited her in Toronto for the first time, we hadn't seen each other in 4 years. And like, so, you know, we're just kind of falling back into the groove, but
right.
It got very intimate very quickly. And there was an energy there. I honestly, genuinely believe that if I had initiated something, it would have gone down.
Okay. That's good, right?
Yeah. So but that was also just like that weird, inexplicable, like, I just know I can trust you and I just need to experience you and I just need, like, whatever that.
Those moments are very rare.
That, yeah, it was rare. But I didn't go for it because I was still very paranoid about my health.
That's also very
and didn't want to put her
admirable of you.
Yeah, that was. I must have some amazing karmic points for that one because it took
karmic points.
It took good karma.
Karma points.
It took every fiber in my body to not act on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
I want that grit, that restraint, which is why I like to sub. Like, I'm a sub, but you know. I'm a brat in the world of BDSM. I'm what they call a brat. So I'm like a taunting, submissive. So it's like I take pleasure in being like restrained, forced, dominated. I take pleasure in being punished also. So I'll go against, you know, the rules to seek punishment. But for my money, I dom though.
Really?
Yeah.
I've thought about being a dominatrix.
I think it would be a raw ass dominatrix. I think it would be a raw ass dominatrix. It actually keeps coming up in conversation,
and I wonder if the universe is trying to tell me I need to see.
I literally put it on Twitter. I was like, anybody in search of a femdom?
Isn't that
and I got 3 beats up. I mean, shit, fuck it. I mean, look, honestly, as much as prostitution, sex work I used to fucking do that I didn't get caught for, like, shit, oh well,
You're so young. When were you in sex work?
I feel like also a very big part of my work, which is why Commando was also very important to me, is just like the idea of like decriminalizing what the idea of sex work is and like focusing it around like fighting sexism. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, if society is literally seeing sex work as like an exchange of goods via a body, you know what I'm saying? Like an exchange of body for goods, right? An exchange of body for services, an exchange of this for that, like. It's a business, you know what I'm saying? If my mother is getting evicted and I have nowhere to live but an older boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? Of course I didn't want to be there with him. Of course I didn't want to like go through what I went through, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have no fucking money. I didn't have no fucking food. I didn't have no bed, you know what I'm saying? So something had to give for me to eat. Something had to give for me to graduate high school. You feel me? Yeah. So it was like, there was like many fucking things. Like even a matter about like how I play finesses. Like now I mastered my shit. I ain't gotta fuck you to get some free food. Now I'm real smart about my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cause now I can actually pay for my own food. And now like, it's different ways about it. And like, I don't know. I'm very grateful for the process, but I'll never like I don't ever settle my shit, and I'll never lie on my body. Like I did what the fuck I had to do.
I mean, sex work being criminalized is the most blatant fucking abuse of sexism anyway. I mean, it's insane.
Literally, like literally, and like it really be boggling my mind. I'll be like, you sell your dick all the time. Like people don't talk about when niggas be selling their dick, like not in the way that they think they say like that. Like you lay up, and the older bitch is housing you. You feel me? Like she's paying for your dick. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not a fucking gigolo. Like you a bum ass nigga who's getting his dick paid for. Be a fool. Like this shorty is cooking for you. This shorty is paying bills in the house that you, and all she wants you to do is fuck her. But she not tilly talent. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, like. So, I don't know, that's just how I feel about it. That felt very good for me to talk about also. This is a great episode. I fuss with you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Thank you for fucking with me. I remember I'll never forget the first time we met. You had just featured at Wordplay upstairs, and Toaster was the...
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And you had came downstairs and you was like, I really fuck with your poetry. I do poetry too. And I went home, I was like, oh, what's the key? And I remember one time we were going to Target, and this was like when my podcast was in the works, and I was like, I think I really want a King to be on a podcast. And Brittany was like, I'm surprised y'all ain't link up sooner. She be on that freaky shit too. And I had seen your Twitter. I was like,
that's what's so funny. My energy is very sexual.
Yeah.
So people, I think, assume that I'm out here just fucking.
I don't think she meant that. I think that she meant by your Twitter.
I'm not.
Horny.
I think people think I'm an nympho, and I haven't had sex in almost 4 years.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a very sexual person, but I also, just the way I'm wired, like, at this point, I want to have sex with someone I have a connection with.
Absolutely. I'm in the same way.
You know, and it's not, I mean, you don't have to be the love of my life or anything, but I need to feel like there's something inside of you that I want to connect with.
You need that fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that level.
I get you completely.
I'll flirt with fucking anybody, but for me to go to that.
And that's period. Because I completely fucking feel you.
Oh my God.
I will flirt with you to the end of the world. That don't mean I want you.
It's actually like it's fun. It's fun for me to like, you know, kind of flirt or seduce someone and like tell that I'm kind of making them a little like fluster. Like that game feels good more.
That's why you should also be a dom.
Yeah. No, I know I would be perfect for that because of that.
So what, you mean it was illegal for me to put on Twitter, does anybody want to femdom, and then for me to get my clients through that?
I mean, dom work is still sex work. So it's still, you know,
but I mean, if niggas want to pay me $1,000 to spit in their mouth, who am I to say no?
No, the only thing is I'm really sweet. I am really nice.
You would be a torturous bitch. I know exactly what type of dom
I don't know if I
you would like pet your slaves and be like, oh, you
I'd be into like stepping on someone
with your hip. Oh, you want to hurt somebody.
Or like spanking, whipping, that kind of shit. But I like spitting in someone's mouth. I don't know, that feels so dehumanizing.
I love that. Of course, then I love to be dehumanized. Right? I love to like.
But I guess if that's what they wanted, then I don't know.
But I have my limits though. Like I ain't pegging you. Like
that's a lot.
That's a lot for me.
I'm not fucking no man.
Hold on. Let's slow down. Like I'm not fucking you in your
ass up and leave you.
I would definitely eat your ass though, but I would.
And that concludes.
All right, you wanna do that? You wanna close out for us? Tell us where we can find you at, and what you got going on.
You can find me in these streets. Know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, no, I gotta ask you the main question. What makes you a hood wife?
I have no idea what that is.
What is a hood wife to you? What do you think a hood wife is?
A hood bitch who's married.
Okay.
I'm not married.
I'm not either. I'm married to the hood and to the paper. but when Akenya sees...
if hood also, you know, means community.
Yes.
And being married to that, I think that's true. Especially through my work, teaching, performing, making music. It's for my own fulfillment and growth and enjoyment as well, but it's for the people.
You're married to the work for the people.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you a hood wife.
Okay.
I fucks with that. That's a great answer. It was a new refreshing answer. All right, so since you want to log me out, where we finding you at and what you got going on?
I'm Akenya Music on everything. AkenyaMusic.com. My Twitter and Insta, Facebook page, all of that's Akenya Music. I think I'm just Akenya and just Akenya on YouTube and SoundCloud. So
you have a YouTube?
Yeah,
that's great.
Channel, follow me. I mean, I got my music on it. And I did that music video a couple years ago.
I seen that. I think the one that I'm familiar with. I don't know if that's the most recent one. I believe it's where you was like on a train or something, on like a train platform.
Yeah. Okay, that's the only music video I've done.
Okay, the one on California or Dayton up there.
I was all over. We were on like fucking 5 different.
Oh, never mind.
We were on a few different.
You have any like shows or anything like that coming up?
Yeah, I just stay doing stuff. Let me pull out my planner. I can literally tell y'all what we can find.
Just anything that you might want us to pop up or support or like, follow. Well, you're so organized.
I usually just walk around with it. And my date, actually, as I was telling her about my life, she was just like, I saw her processing it, and she was like, how are you doing? She was like, how are you doing any of these things you're doing? I'm like, I don't know. And I like was processing her process me, and I was like, oh my God, I'm crazy. Like she was like the mirror. I saw in another person's face just how insane my life is.
That literally sounds like me, where it's like I'll be talking to myself and then I'll catch a reflection of me talking to myself, and I just have to look away and be like,
okay.
All right.
Performing. What is today? Where are we?
We are at the 20.
It's the 21st. Okay, so next week on the 26th, I'm doing a show. It's going to be at the Whole Foods in Inglewood.
Oh, that's very
and I'm performing with the Inglewood Soweto Exchange. So that'll be fun. I think our set's at 6:15. And then a band I'm in called Reservoir. Okay. We have a show at Co-Prosperity in Bridgeport on Tuesday, the 27th, and then another show at Freehand on the 29th.
Okay. Anything in August? I mean, in September. Yeah, we're in September because your episode will probably be out in September.
Oh, I have a gig happening Saturday the 7th at Lazy Bird. Okay. And then I've also got a show, if anyone's in the burbs, Richmond Park. There's going to be a Richmond Park festival. Okay. I also am performing on the 2nd at the Rogers Park Arts Fest with my friend, Francesca. She's an amazing singer.
Francesca?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just got some.
You booked and busy, so
you see what it is.
I literally see what it is. Well, if we don't hear get to any of your shows by the time your episode comes out, then we'll just make sure to follow you on all of the information that you left with us. Yeah. Thank you so much for this special episode of The Real Hoodwives of Chicago.
Thank you, sweetie.
I really hope you had fun. I really had fun. You funny as hell.
It was a good conversation.
Yeah.
Well,
if we can.
I'm waiting for people's reactions.
Me too. I'm like, look, we sticking it out together. That's all I know. All right, everybody, it is your girl, Iman Lavin like Polo, Black Honey Vines, bitch. And you are here for another episode of Real Hoodwives of Chicago, a real show.
Can't have no nanny, I'm not your mommy, and you's a poppy. You found your hobby, how about that? Running up, you just a runners up. Got cherries and blossoms and buttercups. No chocolate and pussy is honey nut. I'll climb you like trees, don't fall for the breeze. Just stay on your limbs, but niggas will leave. They blowing the bees.